2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Mavericks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, the Thunder, 5 games behind.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they've already become a team you have to stand up and pay attention to. Don't sleep on these guys. They're a dangerous squad.
Well, the reason I think they're dangerous is the fact that they're playing with just a ton of confidence right now. And the more wins that they can pile up now, the more cohesive they're going to be.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Gilgeous-Alexander out there with White. And it's LeBron James. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, we've got Hayward. Conley out there with Doncic. And it's Valanciunas in at the center. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. White looking around. A three-pointer, no good. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Now, here's Cousins. Nice move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yeah, you might want to call down some recruits to try to stop DeMarcus Cousins. 5 might not be enough.
Conley dishes to Valanciunas. Can't get it to fall. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. All alone. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And the Mavericks with possession. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Conley.
Passes like this demonstrate Conley's unselfishness as well as his desire to get his guys going on offense. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Doncic. A 29-point game for him in the win against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Hayward finds Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Hayward from downtown. White with the defensive effort. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
Hayward can hit.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. White down low.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Porzingis. He's averaging 14 points a game and 9 rebounds. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about two key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
And how about the winning mindset Hayward brings to this team? He's done it at every level, just goes out and competes.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
White with it. Conley picks him up. White the pass to Cousins. Back to White. They need this one. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. That's great information. We'll see if they've devised a strategy, Greg, that can get them out early.
Right. Facing such a disruptive defense poses challenges, but Coach seems on it.
I feel like the plan is there. They just got to match their opponent's intensity level.
And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
Cousins becoming more focused at being a better passer and a more efficient shooter, improving some of the aspects of his game that have made him an all-star in the NBA.
Now, here's Valanciunas. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
So it's the Thunder now. The Mavericks making the shot. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. White against Conley. Now the pass to Porzingis. Tries again. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clark.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Conley, and the layup is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Clarkson against Walker. And that one good from Clarkson.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Clarkson against Walker. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Clarkson. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on an 18-6 run. Prince, the pass to Lopez. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. Second, the Thunder.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And both free throws good for Lopez.
Yeah, and early on, doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Thunder trailing by 14. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Satoransky covering. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Thunder. A couple years ago, after making all-rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Clarkson against Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Now here's Walker. Jones kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Floats one up.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Another shot. No good there. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Thunder trailing by 14. Pass to Cousins for the 3. The shot misses. And it's Dallas the other way.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Clarkson passes to Marjanovic. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Taurean Prince. The Thunder shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And so Walker nails both of them. Clarkson with the ball. 2 on the clock. No good on the layup. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Robin Lopez out there with Prince. There's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Taurean Prince. Luka Doncic comes in for Satoransky. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Greg is a young player. One of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Here's Hayward. Pass to Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And so far, the story on Luka Doncic the past month has been surreal. First in scoring, 6th in field goal percentage, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Here's Cousins and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And using his underrated athleticism, Hayward is no stranger to throwing it down.
Right the pass to Cousins. Stolen by Michael Conley. Drops in the breakaway layup. Conley's got 6 points.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Okay, DeMarcus Cousins with a little bit of authority on that finish, showing he's not to be messed with.
Conley the pass to Doncic. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had...
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Nah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
Over in the corner, Doncic. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Lopez finds Doncic. Second chance shot.
How about Cousins with some gritty defense there, showing off his intimidating length on that rejection.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Thunder. Down by 15. The last encounter was in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Marjanovic. It goes. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And James throws it down hard.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Hayward against James. Over Hayward. Here's Cousins. Over Conley, and Cousins gets it to go. Cousins has got 11 points.
I mean, one guy who's still dominating the inside, DeMarcus Cousins, a great rebounder and a great scorer. That time a second chance, cashing in.
White with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Caldwell Pope outside. It's good.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Right wing. Doncic against Caldwell Pope. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Chris, he's checked in for the Thunder.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be...
Doncic against Caldwell Pope. And it's Doncic missing. Thunder trailing by 11. Caldwell Pope outside. Pull-up jumper. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Porzingis. A beautiful reverse layup. Porzingis has got his first 2 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Satoransky comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Damian Jones is checked in for Cousins. Lonnie Walker comes in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for White.
There's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Thunder trailing by 13. Walker dishes to Jones. And finished off by Walker.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jones. He dishes it to James. Step back shot again, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, hard to stop LeBron from getting in that deep. So the size, the speed, the power, the position. Two more.
Clarkson doesn't go for him. Walker with some nice D. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Clarkson on the wing, guarded by Walker. Now, here's Clarkson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
James wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Outside, Porzingis buries the long-range jumper. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Satoransky, the pass to Clarkson. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Good work defensively by Jones. A good look from James. But they get it back.
Got to play defense for more than the first pass. That time Clarkson stays with the possession. That helps out big time.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's Dallas. They're up by 10. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Luka Doncic has been the story in this. He had 14 points. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. LeBron James is out there with Clark. Then it's White, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the shooting guard. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. A 12-point game. Valanciunas against Cousins. Kicks it to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Good, nice job down low. James has got 10 points in the game.
And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it. And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
To the middle, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's White. Finished off the break. White's got his first bucket of the night.
And I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander knows that this is an assist play in the making. Finds the open man.
Here's Clarkson. He has 6. And here is Satoransky. And that's out of bounds. Will retain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And the rejection by Cousins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. On the Mavericks with some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Prince. Shich comes in for Satoransky. And it's Mike Conley in for Clarkson. Here's James. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
Doncic with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for LeBron. Here's Hayward, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Putting defenders in tough spots is a trait of Hayward's game. I mean, he gets his man on the back foot and forces him to either foul or give up the easy one.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Conley finds Porzingis. Back to Conley. Inside. Stolen. Caldwell Pope up top. Defended by Hayward. White. And it's blocked by Conley. And he's able to get it back. Shot is good. And the Mavericks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from White.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Thunder trailing by 5. And there's the pass to Cousins. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Oklahoma City, they have made the most of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Here's Doncic. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Doncic has got 16 points.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
2 points. That one goes. 6 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. No good from Cousins. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Marquise Chris, he's checked in for the Thunder. Lonnie Walker comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Right side, White. Fades back. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Conley into the lane. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Thunder trailing by 7. Passes to Chris. Dishes to Caldwell Pope. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Chris throws it down.
Man, it seemed like Marquise Chris was not going to be denied, and he wasn't.
Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
White against Conley. Now White, he has 5.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Damian Jones is checked in for Oklahoma City. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Take a look at Clark. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Marjanovic, no good. Thunder trailing by 7. It's White on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. White's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
And he knocks down the first one. And Oklahoma City making a change here. James is checked in. All 3 throws good from Doncic. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it. The Mavericks making a change here. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. The Mavericks, number 1.
I mean, it's about the pace they've played with here offensively. They don't look like they're showing any signs of slowing down.
Jones kicks to Caldwell Pope. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact. This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Mavericks leading by 5. Satoransky with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Walker with the rebound. The Thunder haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Caldwell Pope with it. Now defended by Korver.
Pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Not often, but Korver getting active now on the inside to get a good quality shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Korver. Oklahoma City shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. To the paint. Here's Chris. And it's in there. Chris has got 8 points.
Well, Marquise Chris, you got to remember, 240 pounds, so scoring through contact is possible.
Dallas calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Caldwell Pope. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. First free throw is good. Good on both. .55 seconds left to play in the third. Prince against James. And Chris throws it down.
That's all about shot selection there from Marquise Chris. A good one and a good focused concentration.
Here's Satoransky. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Korver. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
The Mavericks call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Jones. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and stolen by James. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Well, how about Cousins out in transition? The big guy running the lane and showing the little guys how it can be done.
A shot by Satoransky, no good. The end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Clarkson is out there with Doncic. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Hayward, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Clarkson. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to James. Shoots over Doncic, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
All the officials are all over that one.
Size and speed and force of LeBron James is something to behold. And he just seems to be getting better and better. That is scary.
Mike Conley's checked in for Dallas. White is checked in for Oklahoma City.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
The drive by Doncic. A second chance effort and stolen by Chris. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And it's White missing. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Doncic. And it's blocked.
That's Some good use of the length right there from Marquise Chris, reaching out and swatting that one away.
Fires for three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Conley, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First one falls for him.
Fourth selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable for many years.
Clark, who's checked in for the Thunder. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. White the pass to Clark. Back to White. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shot.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Now that's the way it's done. Take it up high and throw it down with everything you got.
That's right. He was not going to take the soft approach on that drive.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
James, the pass to Chris. The shot's good.
Yeah, that's a nice touch shown off by Marquise Chris. You want him to score a little bit more from there if you can.
Here's Conley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And that one falls for Conley. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Dallas. Porzingis comes in for Robin Lopez. And so Mike Conley nails both of them. Thunder trailing by 3. Outside, White. Pass to Chris. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Out to Doncic. The dish to Valanciunas. Tries again. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 5. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's White. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And probably more of a natural scorer than passer. White has worked hard on his playmaking ability.
And so he hits both. Mavericks leading by 3. This calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Hayward against James from 11 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's LeBron. Again, the Thunder score.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And Doncic, here we go. And the dunk by Doncic.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
It's White on the wing, over by Conley. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from White.
It's really been a tale of guys, a slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And the Mavericks call time here. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And the Thunder making a change here. Cousins is checked in. LeBron, good.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. That one doesn't go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Cousins will bring it up for Oklahoma City. White the pass to James.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Conley gets the bucket.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
Here's LeBron. Aced off by LeBron.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands, so capable in those moments.
For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Outside, White. There's the pass to James. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. A rare miss for him. Conley, the pass to Porzingis. That one goes in, and it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
James in the post. Handed by Hayward. He gets it in there. LeBron's got 29 in the game.
Just can't say enough about what LeBron James can do on the floor. That time with the handle, terrific at moving the defense around.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
LeBron is doubled, and a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Prince is checked in for Dallas. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. There's 53 seconds left in the... There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game? And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Conley into the lane. That shot missing, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. It falls, and what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
James, no good. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Got it!
How about the clutch gene showing up in Torian Prince? What a shot!
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. LeBron against Prince. Misses in close. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Well, important there to have the 3-point lead because only a 3 can tie it up now.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You could bet that's what they're looking for this late in the game. They need that three.
No good from three-point territory. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Luka, congrats on the win, but you have a quick turnaround here, so what will be key to keeping this going?
Same as today, prepare hard for this game, play good defense, and, just keep attacking them. We just got to prepare ourselves.
Hey, man, thank you for your time. I appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.